My name is Joseph Kreps, and I've been a traffic violation defense attorney in Alabama for almost 20 years. During that time, we have resolved more than 20,000 charges all across the state of Alabama. We can help you with any type of traffic violation, from speeding to reckless driving and driving while suspended and everything in between. Let me be clear, in the grand scheme of life, is a single speeding ticket a big deal? Of course not. For most people, a lot of attorneys would just tell you, just pay the ticket. It's no big deal. It's just going to be a few points. But paying a ticket online and taking the easy way out can have consequences, and for some people, those consequences could be extremely severe. Our goal for every client is to have their charge dismissed. Many factors play into the end results of a case. The severity of the charge, your conduct during the stop, your prior history, and the type of license you have, whether regular or commercial. If you pay a ticket online, you're pleading guilty. This means that even if you're from out of state and have an out-of-state driver's license, in almost all circumstances, the conviction will be reported back to your home state and will end up on your driving history. A lot of people don't understand this, so it's important for you to understand this and to keep it in mind when you have a traffic ticket pending in Alabama and you're located in another state. This will impact points and insurance premiums and everything in between in the future. In order to avoid these consequences, we must avoid a conviction on your case in Alabama. If we're able to avoid the conviction, then there's nothing to be reported back to your home state. And that saves your points and any increase in your insurance rates, and will hopefully stop any consequences related to you not being able to resolve a case in the future. Many people that we speak to mention that they have a clean record, so they think, well, I'll just pay this ticket and go ahead and handle it online. It's a few $100s, no big deal. Of course, it's your case and your ticket, but we would strongly advise against that, because it's going to impact your ability to resolve a future ticket and could possibly impact your employment opportunities or your insurance rates. The scenario would usually go something like this. You receive a ticket for maybe 88 miles per hour in a 70 zone on the interstate in Alabama, and you go online and pay it. And after that, it gets reported to Alabama and or your home state that issued your license and ends up on your driving history. Let's say maybe 8 months or so later, you miss a speed limit sign and you're pulled over for doing 67 miles per hour in a 45 mile per hour zone, for example. Maybe you go to court on your own, or you hire a lawyer on that ticket, and the prosecutor or judge is unwilling to resolve your charge with you and have it dismissed because you just paid a ticket a few months ago. It doesn't mean that the second ticket can't be resolved, but it's much more difficult, and unfortunately, it also usually ends up being more expensive. So always keep in mind that the goal is keeping a clean driving record. Even if your record's already clean, that's even more of a reason to work your case out and to avoid a conviction. Other clients of ours fall into different categories, of course. Either they have multiple priors on their record, they're charged with a very serious offense such as reckless driving, attempting to elude, racing on the highway, and also it's possible that they didn't have a positive experience on the side of the road with the officer. Maybe they've got a commercial driver's license. There's all kinds of things that cause issues with some of our clients based on their specific circumstances. These cases require special consideration because of the serious consequences of a conviction. This could mean jail time, suspension of a driver's license, increased insurance premiums, or even the loss of employment. If, say, for example, you have to drive for your job and you have to keep a clean record. Maybe you're a salesperson who drives a company car. Of course, if you're a commercial driver and you drive an 18-wheeler, then obviously having any type of conviction is going to be a problem. I'm not going to stand here and try to scare you and make you think if you're convicted of simple speeding in Alabama that you're going to go to jail. That's very, very unlikely, of course, and thank goodness. But even simple traffic tickets in Alabama are criminal misdemeanors under the code, which really just means that they're not civil violations or civil citations as they are in states like Florida and some other states. Don't misunderstand what I'm trying to say here. This doesn't mean on a future job application, if you're asked if you've ever been convicted of a misdemeanor, that you must answer yes, even if you're convicted of a simple speeding ticket or traffic violation in Alabama. Because usually there's a disclaimer that also asks or indicates other than a minor traffic violation. The only reason that we point out the difference in Alabama traffic tickets being criminal in nature is because they're handled very differently from a lot of other states. It means that your speeding ticket is going to be set on the same docket as a reckless driving charge, an attempting to elude charge, racing on the highway, DUI charges, and other more serious offenses. If you fail to appear, or you just decide to disregard the court notice, or you forget, the court's going to issue a notice to suspend your driver's license in Alabama, or it will be sent to Montgomery in Alabama, and they will then send it to your home state, and your driver's license will be suspended there. So it's very important not to ignore your ticket and to make sure that you keep up with the court date and such. The judge will also, in almost all circumstances, issue a warrant for your arrest for failure to appear in court. One of the benefits of hiring us is that in almost all circumstances, we can appear in court for you. We're going to send you documents that we will need after you hire us that will allow us to do that for you. Of course, there are exceptions to our being able to appear in court on your behalf, and that depends on your particular case, it depends on the court, and it depends on the charges associated with your case. It's important for you to know that we've developed a process and a system for resolving these types of cases over the last 20 years, and our process works. We will obtain all the documents that we might need and other information from you prior to court, and we will recommend a plan of action for your case that gives you the best opportunity for success. That's why you're hiring us to handle your case for you. Our plan of action depends on the factors related to the case mentioned above, including your driving history and the seriousness of the charge, and also, of course, the court. If you want to do everything possible to avoid serious consequences and work to get the best result possible, click the link in the description below to schedule a call with us to discuss your case. I'm an open book, and you'll find all the information you may need to make your decision to hire us. You can Google my name, Joseph Kreps, or you can Google the law firm, Kreps Law Firm, LLC, and see anything and everything that there is to know about me and about my law firm that might be out there. You can also click the link to review our almost 800 perfect 5-star reviews on AVVO that were posted by actual clients of ours. Nothing is worse than doing nothing. Call us directly anytime at 800-824-1250, or you can text us at 205-308-0360. Your initial consultation is always at no cost to you. Our fees are fair and clear with no hidden costs, and we offer flexible payment plans. We look forward to hearing from you and helping you with your traffic case in Alabama. Thank you very much.